Hello everyone, my name is Samira. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'll be sharing with you guys how to cut and sew this elegant underbust A-line long dress. So I'll be using 2.5 yards of this fabric to achieve today's sewing tutorial. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also turn notification bell to get notified to see all my videos. Keep on watching. Let's dive in. This is the 2.5 yard of my fabric. The cutting will be separately, so I'm cutting the front and the back piece separately from each other. So guys, I want you to keep on watching this video and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. So because it has underbust, so I have to cut out the upper part that I'll be using for that. And my fabric is folded by 13 inches. So I'm going to mark 13 inches. Then from my shoulder to my underbust length is by 30.5 inches. So from the shoulder to my underbust length is 13.5 inches. Now is the neck measurement. So it's by 5 inches I will be marking as my neck measurement. So that's the 5 inches. So then I'm going to go down by 3 inches at this point. Then after that I'm going to connect it from my 5 inches to my 3 inches. So that's the connection. So just give a call for that. And also I'll be marking from my shoulder to my chest line area 8 inches there. So that's the chest line area is by 8 inches. That's what I'll be marking there. So I'm going to also use my ruler to draw the lines together for the chest line measurement. And I'll be dividing my shoulder measurement by 2. So my shoulder measurement is 16 inches divided by 2 is 8 inches that I'll be marking as my measurement for my shoulder. So that's the 8 inches. So after that I'm going to connect the lines together for the shoulder measurement. So it's by 8 inches that I'm marking for that. I am still on my upper part. Here on my chest line, I will be marking my bust 36 inches divided by 4. I have 9 inches. Then I'm going to add 1.5 inch as the allowance. On the line of my chest line, I have to curve my armhole, marking 2 inches there also. Then I'm going to use my ruler to give a curve for the armhole. Don't forget, it was 2 inches that I marked there as the armhole curve. So I'll go back to my shoulder line, then I'm going to slope it by ½ inch also. Then I'm going to also use my ruler to slope it down. Here on the other bust is going to have gathers. So before the gathers, I will be measuring 28 inches as the measurement for the under bust. Then I'm going to also add 3 inches for the gathers because it's going to have gathers at the other bust area. So I'm going to also add 2 inches after adding 3 inches to the 2 inches for the sewing allowance. So that's the 2 inches for the sewing allowance. I am still on my upper part, and guys, I'm done with the measurement, so I'm just connecting the lines together. So after connecting the lines together, I'm going to go ahead to cut my fabric. And please, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget the style that we are working on today. So I'm just trying to cross check my measurement, and the style that we are working on today is a long A-line dress that's going to have underbust gathers, and I'm making use of 2.5 yards of this fabric to achieve today's sewing tutorial. So after cutting and stitching, so I'm going to also gather the underbust. We are going to work on that after this part. So after this part, we are going to head over to stitch the underbust. So we are going to also gather it out so that you guys can know how to do that. So this is it, just for you to draw your thread after stitching your underbust. So we are going to do that. That's the next process that we are going to work on now. So let's gather it out now. So I'm done with the stitching, like I said. So it's just for you to drag your thread gently. So you drag it on both sides, as you can see me doing in the video. So once I'm done with that, we are going to cut the down parts. Remember, it's an A-line underbust dress that we are making today. Now is for us to take our measurement. First, I have to subtract the upper side part that has the underbust gathers, which is 13 inches. So you have to remove it from your tape. Then I will now mark my hip length 21 inches. That's for the hip length is by 21 inches. So that's what I'm marking. It's 21 inches. And the half length is 33 inches. Then I'm going to also use my ruler to connect the lines together. So that's the half length measurement and it's by 33 inches. So I have to use my ruler to draw the lines together. First is the hip length that we are drawing the line together. So the second one will be for the half length measurement, which is by 33 inches. So that's the ruling. So I'm done with that. Then I'm going to go to my upper part here. So that's where my waist measurement is by 28 inches there. Then I'm going to add 1.5 inch as my sewing allowance. Then I'll go to my hip length. Then I have my measurement there for my hip, which is 38 inches, adding 1.5 inch as the sewing allowance. Then the full length is by 56 inches. Then I'm going to go down to my half length. Then I'm going to shape it by 35 inches. I want you to follow up the process that I'm using to cut out this sewing tutorial today. So I have to shift my fabric a bit for you to see the hemline area of my fabric, because I'm going to mark it to flare it out a bit by 15 inches there. So this is how your own should look like when making your own. So after that, I'm going to go ahead to connect the lines together. So I'm going to connect it down to the hemline area of my fabric. So once I'm done with that, then I'm going to cut my fabric. Don't forget the full length of my dress is 56 inches. So because of the space, so you'll not be able to see everything. So that's why you're unable to see everything that I'm doing. So that was why I shifted my fabric a bit for you to see the hemline area of my fabric. So guys, I want you to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and always watch my videos to the end, guys. So I'm still connecting the lines together. So once I'm done with the connection, so I'm going to go ahead and cut my fabric. So we are done with the measurement, guys. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. So I'm cutting my fabric. So once I'm done with this part, don't forget this is the upper part, that is the front part. That's what I meant. This is the front part of the fabric. I'm going to also cut the back part. Remember, we are cutting the fabric separately, the front and the back parts. We are cutting it separately from each other. So we are cutting now. So after cutting, we are going to cut the back part. So guys, you can see that I'm not that short. Am I short? With my full length 56 inches, it's not that bad. So after this part, let us cut out the back part of our fabric. So this is the back part of our fabric that I will be cutting next. So what I will be doing now is adding my zipper side by 1 inch. So that's the zipper, and it's by 1 inch allowance for that. So that's the end of the zipper side. I have to also use my ruler to connect the lines together for the zipper allowance, and it's by 1 inch. Don't forget that, guys. So that's where it's going to end. So that's where I'm going to stop my drawing. So that's the point that is going to end, and it's just 1 inch allowance that we added for the zipper side of our fabric. Now I'm going to mark my neckline now. So I'm going to mark 5 inches the way we did when we are marking the front part. Then the depth is going to be 8 inches because it's going to have V shape, deep V shape at the back of the dress. So I'm going to use my ruler to connect it from the 5-inch line to the 8 inches line. That is the 5 inches to the 8 inches line. Then my shoulder is 8 inches, so that's it. So just mark it there. Then use your ruler to connect the lines together for the shoulder line. Then from the shoulder to the chest line is 8 inches, just like the front fabric. So it's 8 inches also. So that's the 8 inches for the chest line. So I'm going to also connect the lines together for the chest line measurement. On this line, that is on the chest line measurement, is where we are going to get our bust measurement, 36 inches, then adding 1.5 inch allowance. Then you are going to also get your armhole area there by 2 inches. Then I'm using my hand now to give a curve for the armhole curve. Then I'm going to slope my shoulder by ½ inch the way we did when we were measuring the front part of our fabric. Then from the shoulder to the half length is also, this time around, is going to be 15.5 inches because it's the back. So it's by 50.5 inches that we are having for the half length measurement now. Then the waist measurement is there on the half line, so it's by 28 inches, adding 2 inches for the sewing allowance. So that's it. So guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and please you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. So the half length measurement is 21 inches, then my hip measurement is 38 inches, at 1.5 inch as the sewing allowance. So I'm going to connect the lines together the way we did when we are connecting the front part of our fabric. So we are going to also connect it down to the hemline area of our fabric. So once we are done with the connection, we are going to also cut the fabric. So because of my space, I have to shift it a bit. Okay, so I have to shift it so that I can see what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to go to my hip length, so I'm going to also shape it a bit. Okay, so that's where the 33 inches is. So we are going to shape it now by 35 inches. So I want you to see what I'm going to do. Okay, so that's it. So that's it there. So just mark it. Then I'm taking the hip length measurement and it's by 33 inches. Then I'm going to connect it together. Then I'm going to also shape it by 35 inches the way we did when we are cutting the front part of our fabric. So that's the shaping and it's by 35 inches. So that's it, guys. So I'll be connecting my measurement to this point. I'm using my ruler to connect it to this point. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to shift my fabric a bit. So I'm going to take it up a bit so that you guys can see my hemline area. So I'm going to make it to flare out the way we did when we were cutting the front part. I keep on saying that because I want you to remember what we did when we were cutting the front part. So I'm going to flare it out the hemline area by 15 inches. So now I'm going to now take my measurement. So that is the connection. I'm going to the marks, I'm going to take it down. You see the way I'm using my hand now to flare it out, to make it to flare out. So you can see how unique this style is. Elegant style. So guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and please you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. So I'm done with my front and my back parts measurement. So we are cutting the back part now. I will start my cutting from the neckline. Don't forget it's going to have V shape at the back. So the shape is going to have deep V shape at the back neckline. And you saw the measurement that we took when we were measuring the back piece. And guys, don't forget to ask your question. You can drop it in the comment section. Feel free to ask me. And guys, always watch my video to the end. And after this part, I'm going to also show you guys how the underbust gathers will be around the waist of our fabric. Then we are going to also join the body measurement together, the front and the back piece. So after that part, you get to see the final look of our dress that we are making today. And don't forget, the style that we are making today is an elegant style. It's an A-line dress that's going to have underbust, and you saw the measurements. And please, you can ask your question, and you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget, you can also turn notification bell so that you get notified to see my video upload that will be coming up on my YouTube channel, guys. And I want to also appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget, this is the second tutorial of the year. Please watch this video to the end. The underbust gathers will be like this around the waist of the dress that we are making. So it's going to be around the waist area of the dress. To join the body measurement, I will start from the bust, 36 inches divided by 2. So you mark what you have as your measurement now for the bust measurement. So after that, we are going to go to the waist area of our fabric, 28 inches divided by 2. So you mark what you have as your measurement also. Then the hip, 38 inches divided by 2 also. You mark what you have. So that's it. So we are joining our body parts. Then the hip length is by 33 inches. So that's the hip length, 33 inches divided by 2 also. So you mark what you have. So after marking them together, so we are going to also connect the lines from the bust to the hemline area of our fabric. So after that, I have to flare it out. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to sew the front and the back part together. Then you get to see the final look of the dress. My dress came out beautiful. My second video of the year 2026. You know it's a trendy style, so jump on it and cut and sew your own after watching this video. Thank you for watching. I want us to win together. Please subscribe, also turn notification bell, and get to see my next video upload on my YouTube channel. I want you to please comment. Thank you for watching today's video. I will see you in my next one.